A quick hair tutorial, I usually start with the hairline before I start drawing like the bangs. Instead of drawing every single hair strand, I basically draw it almost like a long curved, kind of like almost like a shape, just to get the idea that the front of the hair is just bangs. So it's like just like the body is simplified into shapes, that's also kind of like the same thing with hair. So then I'm basically just drawing like long curves for where her ear's supposed to be at, just for like the side of her face. And that's where I start drawing the top of the hair, which for me, I like to draw a bunch of like lines of how I want the hair direction to go. When it comes to hair strands, it's basically like drawing ribbons. Hair tends to overlap each other, so that's kind of like an easier way to really think of it when you're doing hair strands. I would recommend to continue looking at reference pictures, whether it's like reference pictures from real life hairstyles or just how other artists that you like tend to draw hair. But over here, I was trying to maybe do like a little small hair piece on the top, but I just didn't really like it, so I just scrapped it completely. And right now, I'm basically just like cleaning up the hair a bit more. And I just sped that up a bit because nobody really needs to see that. But anyways, I tend to draw like lines to emphasize a bit more of the hair because you don't really draw like every single hair strand. You just kind of hint that there's like, more hair in. But anyway, and this is like completely optional, but since my style is a bit more like realistic slash cartoonish, I just tend to draw shapes to emphasize more of like the light source hitting the top of your head. So I kind of draw it something like that. I studied that from like other artists that I liked. And over here, I'm just practicing drawing the front of the hair into shapes just to show a bit more examples of what I mean. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's the same thing for when you're doing like male hair or just like short hair.